Hello and welcome to the GrapeSEED Official Podcast. We are here with the last of the Meet the Team podcasts. We welcome Julien to the show. Hello, Julien.
Hello, Adam.
Julien has actually been a member of the older training and implementation team and will be joining us on our new training team. So we're very excited to have him. But let's get to know him a little bit better. We have some questions here, just like we asked our other members of the team. First off, how long have you been part of the GrapeSEED family, like a GrapeSEED teacher, coach, or other positions?
If I get to include my teaching years, this year is actually my 10th year being a part of the GrapeSEED family. So I've been a teacher since 2014, and I've transitioned over to the GrapeSEED company 2016, and I'm here ever since. So I've been a coach, and I've been a content developer, and now I've been serving as an instructional designer for the TNI team.
Okay, that's quite a few different roles. So teacher, coach, content designer, and then yeah, okay. How have those different roles shaped your thinking about GrapeSEED?
A lot, actually. And the transition from being a teacher to coach and to the content developer, I understood that, it's not so easy. As a teacher, I would sometimes question some of the components that we teach, right? Oh, why is this taught this way? Why are they using this particular vocabulary? And, I might have complained a little bit, but as I became a coach and as I got involved into content developing, I saw, the system, GrapeSEED, curriculum system is very meticulous. And there was a specific reason why these components are taught in this particular unit. So it definitely, the changes in roles have, changed how I thought about GrapeSEED, and it continues to surprise me even till this day. So yeah, it did change a lot as the roles changed for me.
That is a good point, and I think it's pretty fair. Even though the first reaction is like, oh, he was complaining about GrapeSEED, but he was a teacher. But if we think back to that time where there wasn't a whole lot of information available for teachers about how the curriculum works and things like that. We had the big teacher manuals, which had some information. They had some learning objectives and things like that, but we didn't have resources like the scope and sequence or training videos or all kinds of extra content and resources that we have now available to teachers, so they can actually really see behind the scenes a little bit and understand where each of the components actually fit into the greater GrapeSEED tapestry. So I think it was fair at the time for those feelings of yours, maybe a little bit less fair if teachers feel that way now because there's so many resources available to them.
Yes, with the lesson plans too, with the addition of the lesson plans.
Absolutely.
I remember struggling to come up with ideas. It's because it has to be different. The lesson plan has to be different each and every day with the same components. We're rotating the components. So yeah,
Yep.
It's very different.
And those exposure management charts, if we want to go back to those
Right.
days.
Yes. Yes.
25 exposures to everything, and you had to track it all. Yeah, things have changed quite a bit, but for the better. So going back, this has been a long time ago at this point, 10 years. Wow. But what drew you to GrapeSEED originally?
It was very, very coincidental, if I may say that, because I didn't major in teaching or in education, but I just came to Korea. I'm from the States originally, so I came to Korea. I came back to Korea after I graduated, and I was looking to find a job related to my major, but that didn't work out, and I really wanted to start working, so I could get started and pay off my loans. So I started looking for jobs that was available, and got involved into teaching, and the school that offered me a teaching position was using GrapeSEED. So yeah, it was very coincidental. I remember the school admin, the principal, he gave me a bookmark, and the bookmark was Johnny Bear. So that was my first introduction to GrapeSEED. So yeah, that's how I got to start GrapeSEED, and here I am.
It's nice. Not all the stories of how people come to GrapeSEED are necessarily like fairy tale stories, right? Like some teachers are, oh, I've always wanted to teach kids and I've always been interested in natural language acquisition. So I found GrapeSEED and started teaching it. Like we've had some guests on the podcast, some school owners from Vietnam, for example, like Miss Maya way back in the day was like that, where she was very motivated to seek us out and find us. But I think for both you and I, because our stories are relatively similar, where it was first, let's find some employment in a place where we want to be. But after starting and getting to know the curriculum and seeing how magical it is, we both wanted to stick around long term and figure out ways to contribute and make it even better. So in the end, it's a fairy tale story, but not in the beginning for our sakes.
Nah, right, yes.
Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I'm sad to say goodbye. It was a good day, but now I will say goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.